let me speak something extempore. But later I thought it's a great event. I should not miss out any of the critical points what I wanted to convey or I want. That's the reason I thought that let me put it in a structured way. So it's an absolute pleasure to be here today at the historic Madras University, University of Madras, surrounded by young minds and nature lovers to participate in something that truly matters. Today, we are planting 10,000 saplings for a greener and healthier tomorrow. Incidentally, today, as he was mentioning, the World Environment Day. So we chose this day to have this activity. The simple reason is, though protection of the environment has to become a part and parcel of our life or everyday life, so today at least we need to create an awareness for the people and to do some sort of an action so that will propel others also to continue the action. So that is the reason while we propagate the message about the awareness, today we thought saying that we also have to be in the action, and all my colleagues, all the branch heads from Chennai, they are here, and so we wanted to show some action for the planting these saplings. So firstly, my warm welcome and thanks to Professor Armstrong and Professor Elumalai. I think he is yet to come there and all. So nice, in fact, of the University of Madras for their support towards the project. All of us at KVB, thank you, sir, and the institution for collaborating with us for this important mission. So I had an occasion to have a 10-minute chat with him. The origin, how many Nobel laureates the university has created, and how many other institutions it has created. So all these things, if you hear, you will just go back to more than 100 years, 1857. So when the university started. So it is a mother of all universities, and the library, what he is talking about. So you get goosebumps if you hear all these things and all. So we feel it is a proud prestige for KVB to partner with this university for this noble initiative. We at Karur Vaishya Bank, we have always believed that growth must be inclusive, not just people and the communities, but of the environment that sustains us all. Today's initiative is not just about planting trees, as he was mentioning. It is about planting the hope, taking the responsibility for what we are doing, and renewing a commitment for the sustainability. Through this plantation drive, we aim to create an enduring green legacy that is one to provide the shade, fresh air, and enhance the biodiversity. We are proud to partner with Community. So the fantastic team they have. So before I proceed, let me say two words about Community. So they are pretty active NGO. More than 6 lakhs already trees they have planted. They have different types of activities for the urban afforestation. They have butterfly forests they are creating in the apartments. They are creating in the schools and colleges the fruit forests. The plantations, what they do it and all, they will generate the edible fruits so that will be useful for the children as well as that can be used for variety of things. So that way, what all the activity they are trying to do, something differently they are trying to do. So that is good thing with them. I totally appreciate the way you people are doing it. Nice. It's an organization that has championed urban afforestation and community-led green movements. This event is a part of the broader environmental commitment of KVB, from integrating sustainable practices across our branches to digitizing operations to reduce paper use. We are on a journey to align business with responsibility. So what we thought at KVB also, so if we use so much paper, naturally we had to cut so many trees. 4-5 years back, we had a novel thought. So much of paper is moving from office to office and moving here and there. The moment I come back, if I go to somewhere, some camp, after I come back, after a week, the table will be full of files, which you need to clear it. So then you may be pretty busy with clearing all these things. But then the question is, how much of paper we are generating for this, we are wasting, and above all, when the digital enablements are there, so can we improve the total process? So we have done it in such a way throughout country, wherever, even if I'm abroad, I'll be able to clear a paper the same day. The moment I come back to my seat after a week, 10 days, 15 days, table is clean. Table is clean. So the credit goes to the digital, but the satisfaction for us is we are able to save reams of paper, reams of paper. So one of the proudest moments came when we partnered with Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore, and Dindigul District Administration to support a massive greening initiative, planting of 6 lakh saplings in 4 hours. A feat that entered the elite world records. So KVB alone contributed 3 lakh saplings to the movement. It was not just a plantation drive, it was a movement. Our intention is to plant these saplings there and to create a thick forest in that particular area so that the entire greenery, what all the fresh air it generates, that entire area where we have the forest will be totally transformed. So with that noble initiative, TNAU has come forward. Together we have done, it's doing very well. When we look at that forest which is growing, you get tons of satisfaction. We also take pride in what we have done in our hometown. There's a village called Manavadi in Karur, which we have adopted in turn to make it green, climate resilient model village. And we are now set to roll out a similar project in Arupukotai block of Virudhunagar district. But greening is just one side of the coin. We are also betting on innovation to tackle environmental challenges. As we step into the future, we are embracing innovation-led environment solutions. KVB has supported GoNV, a promising startup. This startup, in fact, their headquarters is in London and their office is in Pune. So they think out of the box. What they do every day, how many tons of wastage country is generating. So how to process this organically without creating any sort of additional nuisance to the environment. They generate various types of fuels which can be used very well. That way they are supporting the environment in a different way so that over a period of time these sort of plants come up. So that will help the environment and also generate fuel which can be used. So they have developed a revolutionary plant that converts plastic waste into usable fuel, directly benefiting the rural community in Palghar district of Maharashtra. It is our way of saying that sustainability also means supporting solutions that fight environmental damage at the grassroots. Incidentally, why I wanted to share this is the theme of this year for the World Environment Day is beat plastic pollution. So we thought this is the better way when as a bank which we cannot do independently, it is better we partner with these sort of partners who can support for the theme. As we celebrate over a century of trust and banking excellence, all of you must be knowing, KVB started in 1916, that's why it's more than 10th century year old. We know that our exact next 100 years depend not just on profit but on purpose. So though we do it here, it is on the back of our mind always the sustainability. So people may not believe, more than 10 years back, Karur Vaishya Bank has procured a windmill. A windmill. The power what all is generated out of the windmill, whole of the central office is run on the windmill power. Likewise, few for divisional offices, they also run on that. In addition to that, we have a surplus power. So we thought more than 10 years back, so how to sustain and survive. So that is the reason we have gone for that. Likewise, another initiative what we have taken is our existing central office building. One day we thought, how can we get a certification for the IGBC, Indian Green Building Council? We have called them. They told one thing. So getting a good certification for an existing building is difficult because you have to make so many structural changes. If a fresh building is coming, as per the norms what all are there, you can do it comfortably, you will get the certification. Then we thought, okay, but it is for a noble cause, let us do it. At least let us get the silver certification. And we took the entire listing from them. We have put heart and soul into that. What we can do, everything what is possible we did. In addition to that, more than what we thought also we did. We have created a garden, a herbal garden in central office, where all Ayurvedic plants were planted. And we have put that location in such a way, it is next to the canteen. Every staff member who passes through that garden, because they need to go to the canteen, they'll be inhaling that aroma, they'll be entering into the canteen, they'll be coming back, even if they are chit-chatting in the canteen, near to the canteen also, they'll be inhaling that aroma.